Let's see if we can avoid a repeat of yesterday. It's funny, I always, when I'm editing my videos, I always kind of chuckle because I have like the blank stare to make sure everything's recording on the camera. But then yesterday I realized, or yesterday's an example of why I do that, I guess, because I recorded that first full chunk without even turning the camera on. So I guess the blank stare is probably a necessary evil to make sure I'm capturing all of this essential content. So today is a pull day at the gym. And this is the one I talked about yesterday when I was kind of doing the, I don't know what you want to call it, checking out my progress in the mirror at the gym. But my back, especially my lower back, just because, like I said before, I tend to carry some extra weight around that area. It's always been kind of like an area I've never been overly happy with. So definitely been working more on the lower lats and lower back regions. I haven't gone as far to start doing like back extensions just because I find it really messes up my back, or I find it's very sore and stiff for quite a time after I do them. So, and it's not even like sore muscles, it's almost like old man sore back kind of thing, so I tend to avoid them. And I just try to do like low rows or something like that in place, just to avoid the tension on the lumbar back. So the menu today for our workout is going to be lat pull downs, and I seem to have lost my straps, so I don't know where those could have gone to. It might be in the Bronco. So we're going to do pull downs, rows, and I'm thinking cables today. And then I do have to put in some shoulder work because I didn't get really much of it done yesterday. We did some lat raises, but I'm probably going to do some shoulder presses today, which is technically, I guess, a push movement, but it tends to kind of ride the cusp of chest and back. So I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, being flexible with your workouts kind of has its benefits. If you have a day like yesterday where I couldn't, fit my full workout in, can squeeze some things over to the next day or the opposite workout if you have like a upper lower day coming up. So what else was there to talk about this morning? Rows, we got to do pullovers today, and then finish off with biceps and forearm curls. And that will do it. Not before we get our cardio in, though. So we'll get that in, and the gym looks like it's not too bad yet. Never mind. There's a bunch of people rolling in right now. Yeah, we'll see what goes on. I might try and start doing like a post-workout little recording in the studio room, but that all depends on if there's a class going on in there or not. Come on. I was pretty happy yesterday after we did hockey. I was able to go pick up some stuff at Popeyes. I was missing out on that powdered protein and stuff for my yogurt, so I went and got some of that. So we're all stocked back up. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go in there and get this started, get that cardio done, and I'll check in with you either up in the studio or back out here when we get out. Well, that was a swing and a miss. Weekends, the gym is goes from 0 to 11 in the matter of an hour. The parking lot's full already. So the studio room was busy with a class going on. The cycling room downstairs, and I'm talking to a lens cap right now, the cycling room downstairs was also being used for an RPM class. Let's turn that down there. The corner where I was gonna try and record some stuff, there was, I don't know, a lot of people kind of floating around, and I'm not 100% sure what the policy is there about stripping down. Not stripping down, but, I don't know. The no shirt, no shoes, no service kind of thing. So I'm gonna I gotta reread my gym rules, I guess, and see what's allowed. Not that I think anyone would have said something, it's more my own, again, discomfort with things. The lift today went really well though. I was happy. Cardio, I kind of limited myself to the 30 minutes because we just have a couple things going on today, and I got to run some errands right now, which is what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this off because I feel like it's making that camera bounce more than it needs to. What is going on here? Why is everyone... Anyways. So, yeah, cardio went well. Cut it to about 31 minutes, 32 minutes. I was just starting another round of Suica, so I could have probably gone another 10, but I have some stuff I'm going to get done. The lifts, so we did, what did we do today? Cable pull downs. And I've been starting to do a wide grip set. So 3 of those, well 3 or 4, with warm-ups and everything. Maybe even 5. And then I switched to a narrow grip, and I can't remember the guy's name. If I can find him, I'll see if I can link it in the video if anyone's interested. But he was doing kind of a coaching session with some other guy, and this other guy was huge as well. But it was a discussion on lat pull downs and trying to focus more on the lower part of the lat, which is something I've been having some issues with, or been wanting to work on myself. So what they call those, the prompts that you're looking to accomplish with lower lat is basically you do a narrow grip, but you're trying to pull the handles instead of going down to your chest, you're going almost right down to your ab area, and kind of keeping your arms locked in 90 degrees. So it's almost kind of like a pullover, but you're going right down to your belly, and that's supposed to help engage your lower lats. And I find that my whole back feels kind of sore or engaged after I do that, as opposed to just the normal lat pull downs. So we did both of those kind of lat pull down variations, and then we did a cable row. Actually, that's a lie. I'm completely doing this backwards. Lat pull down was being used when we got there, so we started off with cable rows. Narrow grip, and then same thing with that. I kind of finished off with I don't know what you call it, the neutral grip. So I usually do the narrow grip for my lower back or my rows, and I switched to a neutral grip, and I kind of do a lighter weight to kind of keep my elbows locked in, and kind of do it almost as a pullover, kind of rotating around the shoulders motion to engage the rotators and the kind of upper shoulder area. So I did those, then the lat pull downs, narrow lat pull downs, and then we did pullovers on the easy curl or the swing bar, whatever you want to call it. And that was pretty much everything for back. We moved to some dumbbell curls, which felt really great today. I did 50 pounds and I've only been doing 45 for a while because my weight kind of went down in that, so I was happy to see an improvement in those. Dumbbell curls, cable curls, and then we did forearm curls, and then I just finished off with the preacher curl machine and kind of cranked out a few lighter sets on that till like failure essentially. Did a little AMRAP for 3 sets. So that was the workout. And yeah, that's the workout for today. So saying we have a couple errands and a get together we're going to later on today, so it's going to be a micromanage my food intake today kind of day. I feel like it's been like that the past 2 or 3 weekends, with Thanksgiving last weekend, Halloween get together this weekend, and then I don't do anything next weekend. Thankfully I'm at work, so I won't be able to get into too much trouble with food. But I don't really think I have much I'm going to talk about today. This person's asleep at the wheel. But I am definitely trying to think of content more in a pick a theme or an idea for the day and then go through that and then close it off, instead of just kind of mindlessly rambling through it. So that's probably a stay tuned for kind of thing, because I haven't really thought of specific topics I'm going to talk about. There's obviously things we can talk about regarding med school and things like that, but those are easily exhaustible. So likely the majority of them will revolve around workouts or stuff like that. Weight is been going down on the scale, so that's also a good sign. Cardio's still doing its thing. I haven't reevaluated my caloric intake. I probably do need to do that soon. I know my app, I think, automatically adjusts, but I'm going to take a look at the trends and see kind of where we're at as far as the rate of loss that we're going through. I'm going to try and, I have that video from yesterday where I kind of took some video at the gym after my chest workout, so I'm going to try and compare that video to the one I took a month ago, which only went up a few days ago now. But anyways, I'm going to do it's a 1 month comparison essentially, so we'll see if that gives me a better idea on progress and where we're sitting. But I think for today it's going to be a short one. I am going to try and push myself to be getting those videos in the gym a little more frequently once I kind of get over this awkward stage. But until then, we'll have to suffice with these chats in the car. So if you made it this far, thanks for following along. And if you want to continue watching me struggle through this, then feel free to subscribe or check in tomorrow, because there'll likely be another video or two until I get caught up with all my backlog of videos. Anyways, have a good day.